Woody?
Well, you know, I don't think that we've seen the balloon ban from Islaw recently.
I know what your tier 1 deck is, so I'm going to make sure I have the counters for it in my deck.
It's a pretty strange combo of fast and slow. The P.E.K.K.A. is hard control in that bridge spam deck that Islaw has to play, but some of the fastest charging units can be brought in there to support it. Bats up on top are working pretty well against the Hog Rider, but no, they get zapped down, and we got Goblins stacking on the tower as well. A huge hit out the right side for Soking as it goes down to 936.
The Miner just going to get a little bit of chip damage off the minion horde.
He was. No?
No?
Gonna just rely upon the minions that time to take that thing out. Decent chance that Soking's got something like that in tow. We usually see these decks giving us some sort of defensive troop in the mid-range position, but has Islaw got any sort of building in this deck to block these attacks coming in?
I don't know. I mean, Hog Rider comes in on the right. Is it gonna hit? Yes, it will. It's gonna do a lot of damage. No answer.
Look, fool me once, shame on me. Fool me twice. Wait, no, shame on you too. The fact that those bats got zapped the first time and the second time leads me to believe that Islaw is kind of running out of options here. He's playing a very interesting version of this Mortar deck that I've had a lot of fun with. Mortar, Miner, Minion Horde has got lots of different ways to threaten a tower and get a lot of damage in. The thing that I'm worried about for Islaw, though, is the fact that that right side is already so weak, and Mortar does not play well at all when you lose the tower. The fact that your opponent can just drop troops right on top of your siege placement is often a deciding factor in these games.
Yeah, that's what it is. And I mean, when you're down this much early with a Mortar deck, it's going to be really rough to come back. As a Mortar mower yourself, what does he need to do to get back into this matchup? Is it salvageable?
I don't think it is on this right side. It's a nice rocket to wipe out the Muskies, and they might get the lock if he's able to take out this Muskie over on the left side. Goblins to stab her down, and it looks like the Mortar is going to get locked on the right side tower. Start chipping away at it, but this Hog Rider is looking deadly. Takes out the Mortar, and he's making his way toward the right side tower, all the way downtown for the hit to bring it into zap range.
Yeah, Knight coming in on the right, Mortar down, but the Ice Golem just going to be tanking. And the minions, oh, the Minion Horde comes out here. Oh, he just dropped the Hog right on the Mortar. That's not what you ever want to see if you're a Mortar player.
Well, we called him the king on the bridge, but I think he's going to be a troll sent under the bridge now, wiping out this right side tower. Soking is now pulling ahead over Islaw, and it looks like the 22 seconds that he has to defend are not going to be anything he has to sweat about. 3 Muskies in the center will be able to wipe out anything Islaw can put together.
Yeah, 3 Musketeers just slowly moseying along.
Takes a furtive glance at his opponent now as he realizes that no more cards are getting played. Islaw's already in the next game now. Shows the rocket as his final card, but a decisive 1-0 victory for Soking in that first game of this match.
Yeah, beautifully played by Soking. Takes game number 1. Your time until the last 2 weeks when Surgical Goblin then leapfrogged him into the number 1 spot, but he's the one that's standing still. And it looks like a barrel and then a log. Do we have bait coming out for Soking? More than likely.
Princess in the back as Soking will try to chip away at this little bitty Ice Spirit push here. Log is out of Islaw's hand, and it's going to be time for the bait deck to strike back. Right side is going to be Goblin Gang, but shut down by archers. No damage on tower, and Islaw's pretty pink archer is going to hold on. Going in for a little bit of a counterattack here.
Yep. Knight just going to get a little chip on the Ice Golem. Oh, Minion Horde coming down on the left-hand lane. What is his answer? Ice Spirit only going to connect with 2 of the Goblins. Going to get locked down, but the Minion Horde is still alive.
1 shot apiece to take them down, though, except for those 2 that dodged the Ice Spirit out back. Looks like a good log Princess combo will take out the archers, but Knight blocks her from getting any more damage on tower.
Just a little chip here, a little chip there. Archers do take down a Minion Horde very, very efficient.
Chips and queso, the theme of the game so far. Quick attacks from Islaw. Poison spell kind of makes me wonder what he's actually running here. Soking definitely going for the standard log bait variant, except he's added in Minion Horde, something that we typically don't see in this deck, but it works really well as another way to punish an opponent's lack of splash damage. Here we go. It's a graveyard cycle deck from Islaw. Ice Golem soaking out in front, and the skeletons are starting to stack up on the tower. That's quite a bit of damage as the log rolls through from Soking to try to knock them off.
Yeah, it does a little bit of damage. Now we have a knight coming down on the left-hand side with a princess. Is Soking going to be able to do any damage on this push? Archer split from Islaw. Knight going to easily be able to defend this. And what is his counter to this miner? Oh, Graveyard coming down with a poison on the left-hand lane. This is going to do a tremendous amount of damage. The barrel coming in on the left just to take the log out of rotation. And a little bit of damage here, a little bit of damage there. Who's going to get the last bit of damage in this 40 seconds?
Well, Soking's behind right now, but he's got plenty of elixir. The princess is well positioned to get a few shots against this knight. If Islaw rolls the log through, he could get punished by a barrel out back. That is why he's got to play it a little bit more cautious here. Rolls the log through the goblins, but left side's already taken a beating down to 1144 now, and Soking is ahead in damage and not in a comfortable position to counterattack, although he's going to go for it.
Yeah, Goblin Gang gonna easily clear out everything. There's the barrel. Ugh. He does he have a rocket? That's the question. Does Soking have a rocket as his last card?
Good chance that it's the last card in the deck, but can't say for sure. He is running a slightly different variation, relying upon Minion Horde to get some damage in there, so he could have instead Tornado as the final card for the deck. Probably gonna be a spell, but neither one of them getting great value against these big ground-based pushes that Islaw's put together, relying on these skeletons stacked up in the back. Miner and Goblins are about to connect. That's going to tear the tower down. Soking destroys Islaw. A 1-0 in this game, and Islaw is the second player to be removed from contention in the Crown Championship Global Series